Almost punched myself in the face with that. How's everyone doing? Cool, thanks for being here. Hey, Andrew. Didn't see you come in. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm working through a few things, and I kind of just wanted to talk it out with you guys. So one of the things I'm dealing with is I'm having a hard time deciding if people are being nice to me because they want to have sex with me, or if it's because they want to murder me. Does anyone else have that? So I'll explain. So I live in Berlin, like I said, and I'm traveling quite a bit. It sounds glamorous, but it's really not as glamorous as this sounds. I travel frequently on a very luxurious airline. Maybe you've heard of it. If you do, say it with me now. EasyJet. If you're not familiar with EasyJet, it's like Southwest Airline had a baby that doesn't speak English, doesn't believe in credit cards, and charges you extra for everything. And it's just one of those things that you have to get used to. But I have figured out a way to avoid paying extra, and it's really just wear all of the clothes on the plane, so you don't have to check a bag. So I'm traveling back from London to Berlin the other day, and I just decided to do this because it's a great tactic, and I'm wearing all of the clothes, and I'm hobbling onto the plane, like, as you do, and of course, because I didn't want to pay for the €3 extra to reserve my seat, I have a middle seat. And I get onto the plane, and I sit down next to this guy, and I smile at him, he smiles at me, and he goes, "Hello." And I said, "Hello." And he said, "Are you Brazilian?" And so I just said, "Yeah." I'm not Brazilian. But we get to know each other. We have this really nice time. We're sitting, we're talking. It's an hour-and-a-half flight, but we're really getting to know each other. It's like a really nice conversation. It's like, you know, I should have seen a little bit of a red flag when I saw he was eating crackers off of the tray table, because that's really disgusting. But I let it go. And we just have a really great conversation, and it's halfway through, and he's like, "How are you getting home from the airport?" And I was just like so coy, like, "I don't know, I'm gonna like take the bus." And he's like, "No, I mean, no, why don't you come with me? I have my car at the airport. Why, you know, come on." And I'm like, in the back of my head, I have my dad's voice, and he's like, "Don't go home with the EasyJet stranger." My dad is like a Power Ranger head up, apparently. But instead, I'm just like, "Sure, all right, I'll go." So we get there, and you know, I wait for him to get his bag, and he's just like, "Okay, yeah, so we just have to walk through here." I think we're walking to his car, and he's like, "We actually just have to take the bus one stop." And I'm like, "I thought you said your car was at the airport," but I don't even say it. I'm just like, in the back of my head, I'm like, a little bit more of a red flag. First the crackers, now this, but we'll go with it. I'm like, okay, we'll go with it. And he's like, "Yeah, so we do. We go one stop, like he said, and we go, and we get off." And I don't know if you guys have been to Tegel Airport, right, the outskirts of Tegel Airport, beautiful, 9 p.m. on a Monday night. It's like this area hasn't seen life since 1945. But I continue on because I'm brave. And he goes, "Yeah, my car's just parked over there behind the abandoned supermarket in the dark parking lot." And I'm just like, okay, and now I start sweating because I'm also wearing like 45 layers and a fur coat. But I'm just like, "Sure, cool, our adventure, let's go." And we walk to his car, and I'm just, I have a small bag with me, and I'm just like, "So should I put my bag in the trunk?" And he's like, "There's no room in the trunk." So now I'm just thinking there are like other suitcases, right? Filled with dead bodies of other women he's picked up from the airport. Like, what could possibly be in the trunk? So put my bag in the back seat, and I get in the car, and I'm like, okay, I have to think of a plan. But I'm sweating so much, and I'm like, well, he can't rape me because I'm wearing like 45 layers. There's no possible way he can enjoy this. This would be very unenjoyable rape. And but maybe I should have a backup plan. Like, I should have my friend on speed dial. So if like he starts to murder me, I'll just like call her so she could listen to the whole thing. Like, what was my thing? I couldn't think of a plan. I'm like, I don't know the number for 911. I've lived here long enough. I should know that. I'm just beating myself up. I'm like, okay, fine, just go with it. So we're in the car, and he turns to me. He's like, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "No." And then I start feeling bad. I'm like, that was rude. I'm like, "Are you hungry?" And he's like, "Yeah, kind of." And I'm like, "Do you want company?" And so he's like, "Well, yeah, that would be nice." Okay. And I'm like, all right, now, I mean, it's probably my last meal, so I just said, like, let's just go with it, right? I might as well enjoy myself. So we go. we're driving, we pick a really nice tapas restaurant, we order a bunch of food, wine, dessert, everything, really lovely conversation. I'm like, he's probably gonna eat me too at this point. Like, I am like prime real estate at this point. And he's like, you know, like, where do you live? I'm like, great, I'm like, waiting any moment, like, he's gonna kill me any moment. I'm just waiting for it. He gets me up to my apartment door, and I'm just like, that moment he like turn around, just hits you in the back of your head. I'm like, come on, murder me already! I'm so excited. So you just get up to the front and my front door, and I'm just like, well, thanks. Like, and he's like, no, thank you. This was so nice. How could I thank you enough? And I'm like, how could I repay you? This was so lovely. And he's like, well, you could suck my dick. I'm just kidding. But I sucked his dick. I'm just kidding.